In May of 2024, 3 people were brutally murdered. This is their story.
On May 5th, 2024, Savannah Maynard was exploring an old barn from her childhood,
when suddenly she was attacked and brutally murdered.
I'm pretty sure we have a killer on our hands. We need your help determining the cause of death and when she died.
Please help us.
I mean, I can try. I'm not the best at this, but... Well, I can tell rigor mortis has already set in because her muscles are very stiff, and I'd say it was at about approximately 9 o'clock last night.
Her cause of death was ruled that she was bludgeoned to death.
Also found in the autopsy report was splinters in the body, which tells us that she was murdered by a piece of wood.
A few days later, tragedy struck again. Cletus Crocker was then murdered by what we assume to be the same killer. At the scene of Cletus's murder, we found a shoe print that looked to be from a Converse All-Star shoe in men's size 9.
We then interviewed Cletus's wife, Darlene.
Ma'am, do you know why we brought you in today?
I do not.
I think it's very obvious, and I'm sorry, but your husband passed away. He was murdered. Just for the record, since we're doing an audio recording, what's your name?
My name is Darlene Crocker.
What's your age?
I'm 22 years old.
Okay. Alright. Do you know any enemies of his? Anybody that might want to hurt him?
My boy, my Cletus is such a sweet soul. I don't know who would do this to me.
Alright. Where were you on the night of the murder?
I was sitting in the living room with my mama, and we were smoking cigarettes and gossiping.
Your living room or her living room?
Ma'am,
No.
are you aware that Cletus was killed in your house?
So if you were in your living room, that puts you at the house at the time of the crime.
I don't know. I was sitting in the living room with my mama smoking a cigarette.
What living room?
Oh, it was my mama's living room.
Thank
you, Darlene. Gosh.
That's on me. I smoked too many cigarettes. I can't remember anything no more.
Darlene, what kind of cigarettes are you smoking?
Marlboro Red.
Okay.
Good to know.
Can you tell us the last time that you saw Cletus alive?
Or spoke to him.
A few months ago.
A few months ago? You're
You're
married.
married. Have you guys been separated recently?
I mean, a little bit. I just told him I was going to my mom's house to get away for a little bit.
For months?
For months? How many months?
Just 9.
Darlene, were you pregnant?
Don't tell Cletus. Oh, well, he can't tell Cletus because he's dead, but... I just got an abortion at the clinic the other day.
The other day? It's been 9 months! At this point in the investigation, we can't rule out that Darlene, Cletus's wife, is a suspect. As of right now, she is a suspect. Her alibi was that she was with her mom in her living room.
Smoking a cigarette.
I don't know if she's a reliable source. Still, do you?
No.
We didn't.
I mean,
We had
they
no
were
idea.
having marital issues. They were separated.
A few days after Darlene's interview, there was another body that turned up, named Mark Wallace, behind a trail in the local community.
This is definitely the same murderer. He's got the same stab wounds. It's very messy all over the place. Not one specific design with the stabbings or anything. It's really warm out. The blood isn't dried yet. This has to be recent. Don't know.
At the scene, another shoe print was found that matched. A white hair was also found on the body. We sent it to the lab for testing.
All right. Do you know why we have you here?
I witnessed a murder.
Yeah, you did. All right. Well, quick question, just for audio purposes and the video. What's your name?
My name is Barbara McJenkins.
Okay. And what were you doing at the crime scene?
I was on my phone, my new iPhone 15, talking to my friend, Kathy Moore.
Yeah. All right. And what exactly did you witness?
Well, while I was on the phone, I heard this scream, and I told Kathy, "Oh, I gotta go." And then I looked over to where I heard the scream, and I saw what looks to be Hippie Meets 2000s, and I was just scared because they were stabbing a guy.
Can you tell me their description? What color hair they had? Anything like that?
Looked like blue and white.
Blue and white. That's really noticeable. All right. And the color of their skin?
Caucasian.
Okay, Caucasian. All right. And did you see anything else? Like the way that they were killed? Were they stabbed or?
Stabbed in the back, honey.
Stabbed in the back. Wow. So the murderer came up from behind.
I would say so, yes, because when I looked over, I saw this person stabbing another person in the back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
This hair that we found on the body in the crime scene came up under the name of Cass Starkey. I think we found our killer.
We then got a warrant for Cass's arrest.
Hey! You are under arrest for the murder of 3 people. It's no laughing matter. Come on, move it. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state. Empty your pockets. What is this? A necklace. This is the necklace that was missing off of one of the victims. Can I have the same one? It's the exact one. Oh. Sir, we're gonna have to talk to you.
Where were you on the night of the murders?
I was at home.
Was anybody with you?
No, I was alone.
When we arrested you, you had possessions of the victims on you. Why is that?
Maybe they were duplicates?
No, they were the exact ones.
It had pieces of their DNA on it.
Yeah. What's this code?
Why does she have so much of this? Crap. Oh my god.
What?
Avery. It still has blood on it. We need to get this to the lab immediately.
Blood testing confirmed that the blood on the knife that was found belonged to Mark Wallace.
All the way across? Next one. All the way. Push it. Good. Thank you. This is the print on the crime scene, and this is the print that we just got. They both have an ulnar loop, and they're very similar in the scar that matches here and there.
Cass was sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murders.